Was it difficult to get into the SAS?
It is difficult, yeah.
What does it require?
I think the best way of putting it, which is the way it was put to me when I asked my friend who had been in it, and I said, how do I get in? What's the story? You know, can you give me some tips and a bit of sort of mentoring? And he looked at me and just said, no. He said, if you want to get in, you will. You've just got to want to get in badly enough. But that actually equates to really, really badly.
Okay.
So the selection is such that any kind of, any idea that the reason you wanted to get in was because you think it was romantic or sexy or, you know, it was going to do you a load of good and stuff, that disappears in the course of selection because it is hard.
We've seen, you know, buds at Navy SEAL training, which is their kind of Hell Week scenarios. We've watched that on television. Is there a British equivalent of that for the SAS?
I haven't actually watched that.
Okay.
And there's, you know, there is a bit of sort of what are called sickeners. You know, when they put you through things to sicken you, you know, basically just to sicken you. But the actual selection itself, the test week, you're on your own. And so it's all up here, whether you really want to keep going or not.
You're on your own. Can you? What was that? How so? What do they do to you?
Well, you know, obviously you're not entirely on your own because you're moving across the Welsh mountains, the Brecon Beacons, and you're going checkpoint to checkpoint, and your speed has got to be up to a speed, and you don't actually know what that speed is, so you've got to really keep going. And unlike in the army, nobody is saying well done, and nobody is saying badly done. And that's very hard when you come from the army where everything is being, you know, everything is being looked after, and you're being shouted at, and, you know, get a move on, man, or, you know, well done, man. There's nothing like that. It's just you're suddenly in this psychological vacuum of no encouragement, no criticism. Just, okay, where are you now? Your next place is here. Show me on the map. Okay. And that's extremely disorientating. And as you go through the week, your rucksack is getting heavier and heavier, and you're getting more and more tired. And the weather is probably getting worse. And by the end of it, you're thinking, why did I want to do this? And that's the point, you know. At that point, lots of people fail.
Did you watch people quit?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
What was the hardest part of that whole training?
I don't know, it then goes into another phase, which is called continuation. You're still not badged. You don't get your badge till the end. And the jungle phase is hard. Because there, they're not looking at you in terms of your determination. We've shown that on test week. They're looking at you in terms of your ability to get on with a small group and start to, you know, working together as a team and then achieving things in the jungle.
Okay.
I mean, you're training, but you're under close observation. And as an officer, obviously, you're being looked at in a different way to how the men are being looked at, in the sense that, you know, you've got to not only fit in, but you've also got to be able to command as well. And so that is, then you're getting to subjectivity. So when you're doing the hills in Wales, it's all on the time and the distance. You know, can you hack it? And then it's subjective. Either you make the times or you don't. The jungle, and like, there's a thing called Officers' Week, that's subjective. And so you're wondering, you start second guessing yourself. You start thinking, well, what are they looking for? And that's not a good idea.
What jungle were you in?
Belize.
Wow, so they just flew you all down there in jungle training.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that is not a nice jungle.
How so? There's nice jungle and not nice jungle.
Oh yeah, there's very definitely nice and not nice jungle.
What's the difference?
No, Belize is hellish jungle. I mean, you can be down to 100 meters in an hour.
Chopping
kilometre a day. No, because you don't chop, in fact. and it's hard, and it's because it's all secondary, because the Mayan civilization were cattle based, and they grazed cattle through the jungle, and they cleared a lot of jungle. So, which basically means the light comes down, there isn't a canopy, because in good jungle you have there's very little ground cover. The canopy's all up there, and you can walk quite quickly through the jungle, but not in Belize, you can't. And then that also means that you've got feral cattle around, which means parasites, beefworms in the jungle, just waiting for a British soldier, sweating and cursing. They sort of going, oh, yummy, yummy.